Welcome back to Indian Trace. I have a heads up video that I'm going to make, and I might pull it down in 3 or 4 days after the people who need to see it. I have forgot to put a couple things in a prior package, and this is it. Particularly these, they don't have to suffer the strikes of the plow anymore. Look at how many times this thing has been hit, but it's kept its good shape. You'll feel it. It's just got knocked around like a pinball out there. Nailed as they disc the fields for decades and decades here. Well, that's not a shame. That's just the way it rolls. Mike and Cameron, these two Hammerstones, you're going to have to fight it out between you. This is a great Hammerstone here, made out of quartzite and completely used, needed. Utilitarian people, hunter-gatherers, I don't know if they actually love their tools. To get a stone to turn out like that, they used it, that's for sure, repetitively, as well as this. You'll see when you hold on to it, and you'll see the wear marks on it. Quartzite is super hard. So these two stones were supposed to be in that pack. Look forward to them. And these need to be. Crazy. You see, I know, because it's a spiritual law, that if I sow seed and it's made out of stones, see my seed, they're stones, then I know that the harvest that I bring in will be stones. You know, you sow whatever you want, and whatever you sow, you're going to reap. That's a spiritual law that cannot be denied. Now, look at this. Believe it or not, which one first? This one. Of course, you saw that on the video before. Cleaned up, and that's absolutely the only thing I found today in Crystal Beach. And I just wanted you out there who are collectors to know that that's the way it rolls sometimes. Doesn't bother me anymore. It's just the way it rolls. You cannot predict. I tell some people out there, I say, listen, you got to hope all the time. Hope continually. And don't expect. But just hope. And inevitably, things will start working out. For me, that Marl Mountain, just the way it's made and everything, is a keeper. And in many perspectives, I've had these for a while, these four. But as I mentioned on the video prior, in a note, sometimes you get to the place in Hammerstones, I have a whole pile of Hammerstones that are looking for new homes. But sometimes you've loved things long enough. Now, look at this. Cameron, I know your brothers don't watch this. Don't show them this. Unless at their young age, they're industrious enough to go onto YouTube and watch artifact videos, then they might have caught that little note. But I went out to my koi pond and I just grabbed a bunch, because your two little brothers are fascinated with North American Indian artifacts. And if you really want to get them interested, don't give them the bag. Bring a whole pocket full out, and you just like feeding a chicken. Just drop them on the ground. They're so young, in front of them, and let them find them. Just get them fired up. That's the main thing. Because indeed, these are fine artifacts that they're going to have fun with. Or, do it your way. Give them the bag. Put it in a box. At their age, I wouldn't let them. Well, they might be exemplary. But, and look at these. I'm going to give them this bag. I wouldn't let them fight it out between which ones they want. You can do it every other. I've done it with some kids, and I say, okay, we're going to do it every other. You choose one. Now you choose one. Now you choose one. Now you choose one, until they're all gone. If they need to have a box of their own. Because now this is an easy button for me. Because as I said, out there, there might be 2,000 pieces in my koi pond. But it won't continue all the time. I find ways, and I look and I listen for little ones and big ones and folks to get a hold of some North American Indian history. Look at this Guilford right here. Mercy, right? It's found at Notchville. So anyway, that's going to be a lot of fun for them. Just wanted to give you a good look. Sometimes I need to stir things up, stir myself up. Okay? Little brothers, I should say. These are not big people, everybody out there. These are little ones, and but they love it. I found some fans out there that absolutely love the artifacts of the North American Indian. Good stuff. So, Mike, you and Cameron are going to have to decide how you are going to divide up those spoils right here. The 2 Hammerstones and the points together. That's going to be fun. Appreciate everyone turning in the Indian Trace. And that right there, that's Indian Trace.